All right. Hello and welcome to our abs and core class. I'm your health fitness specialist, Quinn with Exos at Autodesk. Today, we're going to be doing our 2-circuit ab workout here. We're going to start with a little bit of a warm up, doing some arm circles. We got some side bends, some side to side squats, knee hugs, and some cat cow. Then we're going to go through some plank, single arm extensions, some mountain climbers, some heel tap sit-ups, single leg raises, bird dogs, and then working up into some shoulder work with the snow angels in our second set, plank, dead bugs, flutter kicks, and a side plank, getting into the obliques there and our lower abdominals as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our arm circles. All right. So standing up, we're just going to have our arms out to the T, and we're going to be making small arm circles quickly and fastly as we move forward here. Okay, so getting into our T shape, we're going to have our arms out to the side, moving into small circles, forward, forward, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and tighter and tighter and tighter, going backwards, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and smaller, smaller, tighter and tighter. Good. All right, now we're going to do our side bends. So getting your feet a little bit wider than hip width, we're going to extend one arm out to the side and reach up over the head, stretching into the hip and the oblique there, and switching sides. One more on each side. Okay, now we have our side to side squats. So we're going to get nice and low and just move one side over to the other, giving a little bounce at the top, warming up the legs just a little bit, getting our center of balance and stability and control going, just pushing back and forth, nice even pace. All right, and back up, finishing with our second to last exercise. It's going to be the knee hugs. So leaning forward, grabbing the shin, pulling up to the chest, keeping our balance as we keep driving that knee up at an even pace. Good, a few more. And done. All right, let's take it down to the ground. No more falling over. We're going to do our cat cow here. So getting your hands directly below the shoulder. I want you to get your knees directly below your hips. So you're in a nice 90-degree position through the shoulders and the hips. And we're just going to drop the belly button down towards the ground, dropping the chest through the shoulders and pulling back up, pressing the ground away from the knees and the hands, and relaxing back down. And one more up. And relax. All right. So we're going to get into our first circuit here. We're going to go into our plank single arm extensions. So we're going to get our hands directly below the shoulders. The feet are going to come back, knees come off, and we're bringing one hand up, extending it out, and back down. Alternating sides. Nice and easy. Trying to keep your weight shifted as little as possible. Getting that stability through the foot and the hand that are planted down. You got 2 feet down. Try and use that opposite foot and hand to help stabilize across the body. Let's go one more each side. And done. Good. Next up, we've got our mountain climbers. So again, into that hand below the shoulder position, keeping our back flat. We're gonna get our feet off the ground, or feet back, knees off the ground, and driving the knee up to the chest, getting a nice quick pace, trying to keep those hips level with the shoulders. Keep it up. A few more seconds. And rest. Good. Next up, we're going into our heel tap sit-ups. So we're going to flip over onto our back, knees bent, feet on the floor. You're going to get your hands by the hips and sliding, touching the heel with your fingertip. You're going to move back and forth, side to side. Getting a nice pull down the side of the torso. And done. Good. Next up, we've got our bird dogs. Okay, so working again on what we call contralateral stability. Basically just meaning stabilizing through the opposing side. We're going to extend our hand and leg out, opposite side, stabilizing through the hand and the knee, and holding at the top, trying to press the ground away with that down knee and down hand. Hold, extending all the way out, nice flat line, and switch sides. Sucking that belly button up to the spine. Press the ground away, flat line from the fingertip through the toe, and down. Good. All right, we've got one more time through of that circuit. So we're going to start with those single arm extensions. Same thing that we did before. We're going to be picking one hand up as our feet come back. You can get them a little bit spread. The wider they are, the easier this will be. So if you're having trouble with this one, try getting a really wide stance. And if you're starting to feel more confident, then bring your feet together. Few more. And done. Good. Shaking arms out, getting a little shoulder rest. We're going into our mountain climbers here. So getting our hands underneath the shoulder, getting our feet back, knees coming off the ground, and we're driving up, knee to chest, getting those hips flat. Nice quick pace. Almost there. Keep pushing. Fast knees. And rest. Good. Next up, we've got our heel tap sit-ups. So, laying flat on our back, hands down by the hips. You're going to crunch side to side. If you want to add a little bit more challenge, put your feet a little bit further out. So you got to sit up a little bit more. Very good. Keep it up. And down. Good. Okay. Next up, we've got our single leg raise. Okay. Forgot to cover this one last time, so we'll do it for a little bit more, the slight rest in between. We're gonna have our feet extended out, and one leg at a time, we're just gonna bring it up as high as we can and back down, trying to keep the heel off the ground the whole time. So as I'm coming back down, I'm not letting that foot touch the ground. Just one side at a time. And rest. Gonna give a little break. We'll go through that exercise again. All right, and back up, heels off. Few more seconds, keep it up, keep those heels up. And done. Whew. Those get tough, especially back to back. Nice job, everyone. We're gonna finish out our first circuit with this set of bird dogs here. So, getting our hands directly below the shoulder, knees below the hips. We're gonna extend out. Holding, getting that front foot, that lifted foot up and level with the shoulder and the hips. Nice and stable. And switching sides. Holding up, getting nice and flat. And lowering down. Good. All right, we're gonna head into our second set here. So, first thing we've got is our set of snow angels. We're gonna get flat onto our chest, hands out in front, extended out onto the ground. We're gonna pick our hands and chest up off the floor and swipe the hands down towards the hip and coming back up. Staying up with the chest and the hands as we move through our next rep. Ooh. A little bit of cracking, popping in the shoulder is just fine as long as there's no pain. Let's go a few more. And down. Good. Next up, we've got our plank. So, gonna get our forearms down on the ground, feet back. We're gonna push the ground away as we bring the hips up. Timer's on. We've got our belly button sucked up to the spine, hips and shoulders level. We're gonna get a nice long plank in here. Let's try and focus on your breathing. Focus on your breath. Big inhales and exhales. That's the key here. Let's go. A few more seconds. Keep it up. Nice big breaths. Let's go. We got 5 more seconds. Stay up. And down. Nice job. We're going into our set of dead bugs next. So, I need you guys to flip over onto your back. We're going to get our feet up off the floor, knees stay bent. Hands go on top of the knees right here. And we're going to extend one leg out, one arm out. We're going to go opposite side, opposite leg, and hand. Extending out, again, working that contralateral stability here. Let's go a few more seconds. And rest. Good. Next up, we've got our flutter kicks. So staying on our backs, we're going to extend the legs out, pick the heels up, and we're kicking up and down, nice and quick. You can get your hands under your hips to get a bit more leverage. Let's go 10 more seconds. And done. Very good. Next up, last one of the set is our side plank. So we're going to get our forearm down, extend the feet out, and press the hips off the ground, holding up. Again, we're going to try and stay nice and long up here. Let's go a few more seconds. And switch sides. Flipping over, feet extended out, and bringing the knees up. Holding nice and high, pressing the ground away with the elbow. Got a few more seconds, keep it up. Stay up. And down. Very nice. All right. Next up, top of the circuit, heading back to our snow angels. So, laying down on the ground, hands out in front, laying on our chest. We're going to have our hands extended up, chest comes up, sweeping the arms out down to the hips, coming behind the hips and rotating back around. Trying to keep that chest up, shoulders pulled away from the ears. Keeping everything nice and packed through the trunk. Few more. And done. Very good. All right, next up, we have our plank. We're gonna get a nice long one in again. Try and stay up the whole time here. So elbows underneath the shoulder. We're getting our feet back. Knees come up as the hips come up. Timer's on. Sucking the belly button up to the spine. Hips level with the shoulders. Press the ground away from you through the elbows and the toes. Locking out those knees. Feeling the full connection from the elbow all the way through the toe. Keep going, almost there. Stay locked in, focus on that breathing. And down. Very good. Nice job, everybody. We're gonna flip over for our set of dead bugs. Okay, so getting onto our back, laying down, putting the hands on the hips, hands on the knees, and extending the feet up. So we're getting knee bent. And again, we're gonna extend out opposite arm and leg while keeping our other hand and knee up, trying to hold 90 degrees through the knee, keeping those toes up in the air. And getting a nice working pace here, extending all the way out through the hand and the leg. Few more here. And done. Good. All right, next up we have our flutter kicks. So extending the legs out in front, getting the hands underneath the hips. We're gonna bring the heels up, kicking up and down, nice and quick. Short, little, quick kicks. And let's go side to side, crisscrossing on top of each other. And rest. Good. Next up, we have our side plank. So staying up, staying strong. Getting our elbow underneath the shoulder. Extending the feet out, getting the hips up. Last little bit here. Last 95%. Keep it up. Getting a good long hold here before switching sides. And down, switch. Getting our feet out, knees come up, hips up, timer's on. Getting a big long hold here. Nice and long, almost there. Keep it up, keep those hips off the floor, pressing the ground away. Just a few more seconds, keep it up. And down, very good, very, very good. All right, last little exercise of the day is going to be double leg raises. So getting both feet out, extended out, toes pointed forward. We're going to bring both feet up at the same time. You can get your hands underneath the hips if you would like. So you get a bit more leverage and help keep that back flat. But I want you guys to go nice and slow on the way down here. Get a real slow count as you come up and lower yourself down. Really trying to control all those muscles there through the hips. Few more. And done. Very good. Nice job, everybody. All right, we're going to end our session with a little bit of stretching here. So we did a good amount of hip work and shoulder work. So I want to make sure that we're giving some attention there. First thing that we're going to do is our frog pose. So we're going to get knees nice and wide on the mat, just like this, leaning forward over the chest. And if you can, lowering the forearms down to the ground and pushing the hips back towards the heel. Getting deep breaths in and out. Nice long stretches. Okay, and coming out. We're going to work the outside of the hip now. So we're going to bring one leg forward as we're facing the ground. So bringing one leg up and bending the knee in towards the hips, like a little right angle in front of you on the ground. You're going to pop the hips up and forward. You're going to try and lean down onto your elbows and lower the chest down towards your shin, leaning back through the hips. Should be feeling this on the outside of your hip, deep into our glutes. Really important to breathe here. And switching sides, slowly rolling out, getting that other leg up, extending the leg back, and falling down towards the ground onto the forearms. Leaning down towards the ground, lowering your chest. Nice deep breaths. Really trying to relax that muscle. And coming out. Very good. All right. Thank you guys very much for stopping in today. Once again, I'm Quinn. Workout whooped my butt. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out our awesome schedule on SharePoint and any of our other classes. We post all of these on YouTube for a great resource for you guys. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you. Bye.